guys, it's Sarah and today is BookList Thursday. This is a book series that I do with my friend Lindsay over at Lindsay's Little Library, and every Thursday we bring you a list or a topic that we feel like talking about revolving around books. And this week we are starting our vlog for the buddy read that you guys voted on for us to read. We gave you 5 books for authors that were new to us that we had never read yet, and you guys picked one for us to buddy read together, and we are going to vlog that experience and vlog about our feelings about the book and about the author and all that and kind of how it goes as we're reading. So this is going to be our vlog for that. Okay, so the book that you guys picked for us, and it wasn't an overwhelming thing. It was actually kind of interesting. We had to keep our eye on it. It was more overwhelming on Lindsay's, like this was the winner on Lindsay's for sure, and it wasn't even close, but on mine was a little closer. So this is the winner. It won, but another one was a very, very close second, and I was kind of watching it to see if it was going to switch at some point because it definitely had the potential to do that. But ultimately, this one won on both of our channels, so it was great. And that is The Lost Girls of Paris by Pam Jenoff. And the one that was coming in very close second for mine was Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. That was very interesting. So, but this is the winner. So we are going to be buddy reading this week. And I've already marked off our kind of plans. We kind of planned out how many chapters we're going to read each day, and then we will check in with each other. So we are very, very excited to be working on this. And this is a historical fiction. This follows a woman in the early 1940s, I think, or sometime in the 1940s is when this is initially set. And she is running through Grand Central Station in New York City, and she trips over a suitcase, and she ends up opening the suitcase and finding something in there that is very interesting. And I think it leads her kind of to figure out what this is. And I believe it revolves around some pictures of some girls. And she's trying to figure out who these girls are, what they mean, what it means for our society, and all that stuff, and kind of the roles that they played in the war, I believe. And so it's going to lead to that. And I believe it's a dual timeline, so it goes back and forth because you find out who these girls are and, you know, what they were doing and what their stories are. So we are very, very interested in this, and we are so excited that it won. And this is actually a review book for both of us. Lindsay has a physical arc of this. I do have an arc of this on my Kindle. And then I bought the finished copy at Sam's because I was like, let's be real, I'm pretty sure I'm going to love this. So I went ahead and just bought the physical copy as well. And I get to review it on NetGalley when I'm done too, because I do have that to do. But we are going to go ahead and get started. So my next update will be after I finish the first section. Hey guys. Okay, so I have started The Lost Girls of Paris, and I read the first 6 chapters. That was kind of our first stopping point. And let me tell you, the writing in here is absolutely gorgeous. And like just her descriptions, I really feel like I'm in that time period. So this is a dual timeline, but the timelines are very close together. And I had an issue with that in another book I read recently, The Paragon Hotel, because it was dual timeline, but they were only a few years apart. And that's the same case here. So I'm trying to keep that in my mind as I'm reading, because it's really only about 3 years apart. So we follow the main character in kind of the more recent part of it. Her name is Grace, and she's in 1946 in New York. And then we follow some girls that are living in London in 1944. So that's only 2 years apart. Whee! So I'm trying to keep that in mind, as I'm reading, because it's, you know, that's not very much time in between. So it's not really, you know, following something that happened so long ago. It's something that was pretty recent. So I'm trying to keep that in mind, so that doesn't throw me off too much, because it really threw me off in the Paragon Hotel. But so far, Grace has found the suitcase that I talked about, you know, that's in the synopsis and everything. And so she has pictures of some girls, and that's all she knows. They're just pictures with some girls, and their names are written on the back. She has no clue who they are, why there's pictures of them in this random suitcase that she found that was just abandoned. And I'm sure they're going to intrigue her enough that she's going to figure out who they are, and, you know, why there were just some random pictures in a suitcase. So The only thing that Lindsay and I both talked about was, why did she even go in the suitcase? Why? So, yeah, but I guess we'll see. Maybe it'll make sense after a little bit. And we also meet the other two women that we're following. So we're going through different perspectives. So Grace is in 1946, and then we also follow a woman named Eleanor. In 1943 is when hers starts. She is in charge of putting together kind of a female spy mission to kind of infiltrate Germany as part of the war, to kind of throw the Germans off. Yeah. And she's in charge of putting together a group of women to do that. So she's recruiting people and doing all that. It's all very, very hush-hush, very secret. No one's supposed to know about it. And then we also follow a woman named Marie who is recruited. And hers kind of starts in 1944, which is when her training starts. So that's where we are right now. And yeah, so far it's very, very good. Again, the writing is absolutely wonderful. And we meet other characters along the way as well, and I have one that I kind of really like a lot already, and we'll see how this goes. But so far, I'm 75 pages in. I've marked off where I need to read each day, but yeah, just really, really good. And her writing is fantastic, which is what I'm very excited about, because this is an author I've never read before, although I have another one of her books that I haven't read yet, so I'm really enjoying it so far. And so is Lindsay. So we are going to read the next part today. So I will check in with you after I finish those chapters and let you know kind of how the story is progressing. Again, I'm not going to have any spoilers in here. I don't want to spoil it for anybody or tell anything, but I'll try to give my thoughts as good as I can without, giving too many details. But so far, so good. Hey guys. All right. So we got new couches. You want to see them? Hang on. Let me show them to you. All right, these are our new couches. They are leather and gorgeous and huge. We just had a basic sofa and love seat before that were green that you could probably see while I was sitting on them at times. But this is a love seat, and it's double reclining. That's a corner piece. And then these two oversized chairs are both recliners as well. So huge, huge, huge. Takes up a lot of room in our living room, but incredibly comfortable. We're loving them. So you're going to start seeing these in the background from now on. So that's been the most exciting thing that's been happening to us lately, is we got new couches. So thanks, tax return. Okay. I'm still reading this. We are more than halfway done, I think. Yeah, we're more than halfway done. I have not been reading as fast as Lindsay, and it's driving me nuts because I'm loving this book so much, and so is she. And she keeps updating me and going, oh my gosh. And I'm like, no, because my life has been absolutely crazy this week. The 1 week that we choose to read this book, my life has just been in a constant state of chaos right now. My daughter was sick for 2 days, and it just kind of threw everything off. We have maintenance happening at our house that keeps getting rescheduled and thrown off. And it's just, I'm even sitting here today waiting for microwave and dishwasher repair people. And it's been rescheduled more than once. So it's just it's been a whole thing. And then getting these couches, we got these last night. So it's been a minute. And I need to just woosah. I need to calm down from it. Because of that, I haven't been reading as fast as Lindsay has. So I'm a little bit behind in our buddy read, but I have time to actually sit here today and read for quite a while. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm putting everything else aside, and I'm just going to be reading this for a good part of today, so I can kind of play a little bit of catch up. So I got to finish off what we were supposed to read yesterday. I think I have 40 more pages of that, and then read the 70 pages we're supposed to read every day for today as well. So I do plan to get that done. Luckily, I don't have to go anywhere today. I don't have any activities or anything like that. So I'm just waiting for repair people to come, and that's it. So other than that, I'm going to be reading. And then I do need to do a little bit of schoolwork because I'm going out of town this weekend. So I'll just squeeze that in at some point today too. But yeah, so far I'm loving it, completely loving it. I am enjoying the dual timeline, and I think I'm not having as big an issue in it as this book as I did with the Paragon Hotel, even though it's very similar. Like there's only 2 years difference between like the timelines, you know, the past is only 2 years ago, which is very close, but I'm still able to differentiate it because, you know, it's following completely different characters, number one, and they're in a completely different part of the world than like the one that's ahead of time. It's a completely different person who's not involved with them at all. So I think that's helping me separate them a little bit better than it did with the Paragon Hotel. And I'm really, really enjoying it. Really, really enjoying it. So, yeah. I don't want to say too much because I don't ever want to give spoilers without warning you guys. So I'm going to keep this spoiler free, but we are definitely following some women who worked in a secret agent, kind of secret society, not secret society, secret agent roles in World War II in France, and what their roles were and how it's affecting them and how they were trained and, you know, things that they're dealing with. And it is scary stuff they had to deal with. Like I wouldn't be able to do it. There's no way at all. No way at all. Especially back then when they didn't have the kind of protection that we have today or the sophistication, quite frankly, that we have today. So, yeah, no, I couldn't do it. But okay. So that's my update for now. I will probably just go ahead and update you again when we're done with it because we're finishing it tomorrow. So I'm going to read what I need to read today, and then tomorrow we'll be finishing it. So I will let you know when I'm done what my overall thoughts are. And, but I can tell you, you know, being a little bit more than halfway done, it's really, really, really good. You guys, I just finished this book. And I want to explain it to you, but I can't. I do not want to give anything away in here. I will just say that this book was so beautiful, and it was so heartbreaking what these women went through and what ultimately ended up happening to all of them. And the way it all unfolded was so great. It really keeps you guessing till the end. You know, you kind of start developing all these theories, and Lindsay and I have theories, and, you know, just kind of watching everything unfold was so great. Oh, and the characters were so good, and the complications are so good. It just, oh man, I loved this. Obviously a 5-star read. I can't scream highly enough about this. If you like historical fiction, especially historical fiction set in World War II, pick this up immediately. It is fantastic. One of the best historical fictions I've ever read. I did not want to put this down. I had to keep going. I wanted to find out what was happening. I wanted to find out what was going to happen. And oh, it was beautiful. I love the way it ended too, which could have been frustrating, I think, for some people, but I kind of appreciated the way that it ended. Like, I'm not mad about it. And oh my gosh, I can't. It was gorgeous. It was a gorgeous, gorgeous book. Pam Jenoff is the real deal, guys. And now I cannot wait to read The Orphans Tale, which is on my shelves. And that's going to probably be coming up here soon. That's probably one I'm going to pick up soon. And I'm definitely, like, I need to get my hands on all of her books, for real. Legit. The writing was gorgeous, really easy to follow, and just, it was fantastic. I really don't have any bad things to say about this book. It was so good. So, so good. All right, that's all I'm going to say, because I really, truly cannot ruin anything for you. But these girls were so brave and just, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Okay, that's it. That's all I can say. But if it sounds like something you're even mildly interested in, do it. Really, truly do it. And thank you guys so much for picking this for Lindsay and I to read. Really, it was the perfect read for both of us. It really was. So thank you guys for everyone who voted. And I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I know I couldn't really give too much away. It's hard to do a reading vlog that's spoiler-free. That's a really hard thing to do because you want to talk about the book, but you really can't talk about the book because you don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, 5 stars, highly recommend, gorgeous book, absolutely loved it. So make sure you go check out Lindsay's channel. She's going to have her reading vlog up today too. I'm really interested to see her progress through it. You know, actually through a camera. We've been talking every day, but you know, it's a little bit of a different perspective when you are seeing it with your eyes. But yeah, all right, that's going to be it for us today. Thank you guys so much for picking this book for us, and we hope that you enjoyed our process reading it as much as we could tell you. All right, we will see you guys again next week. Have a great day. Bye.